Welcome to Atlanta and Company. It's Wednesday, June 18th. I'm Kara Kinnear. How are y'all doing? It's good to see you. We have something for everyone today, so sit back, relax, perhaps have a little lunch, and let us entertain you. Well, we're starting today with an Atlanta-based nonprofit. The Sickle Cell Community Consortium was formed in 2014 to harness and amplify the power of the patient voice. And we are joined now by founder and executive director, Dr. Lakia Bailey. Hi, doctor.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Nice to be here.
Tell us tomorrow, World Sickle Cell Day. What is that?
World Sickle Cell Day was established in 2008 at the United Nations. The Senegalese president put it before them as an effort to, and I'm quoting here, raise sickle cell out of the medical ghetto to ensure that there was more global awareness of the disease, that it's still here. And it's on June 19th.
June 19th, tomorrow, also happening to be Juneteenth. Tell us the significance of both of those falling on the same day.
I think it's incredibly significant, and it was exciting to learn that Juneteenth is now being recognized federally here. And so it gives us a phenomenal opportunity to connect with Juneteenth celebrations and World Sickle Cell Day. We like to make sure people understand, and we say sickle cell is Black history, but it's important to point out that sickle cell is a blood disease, not a Black disease, and so it affects all races and nationalities, but it is a significant part of the Black community.
And doing the most you can to raise awareness and get people the resources they need this year. Let's talk about what's happening this year with your foundation.
Oh, we are very, very excited because we became an official nonprofit in 2015, and so we are celebrating our 10th anniversary this year. And as part of that, we're celebrating over the next 2 years, and we have a Warriors Convention that we host every year. We partner with community-based organizations all over the country and now the world. There's over 90 CBO partners, and we have this annual convention in which patients and caregivers from all over are invited to join us. It goes wherever the sickle cell community votes. So this year we are in Orlando, Florida, from July 15th through the 20th.
And a multiple day convention, so you can come for a day, you can come for 2 days, you can come for the whole thing. You must be so proud of everything that you're doing and the legacy that you're creating and raising all of this awareness. Let's talk donations. When you receive them, where do the resources go and what do you need help most with?
You know, the resources go all over the place. Our Warrior Convention, for one, it is predominantly supported by scholarships. If you are living with sickle cell disease or a primary caregiver, there's a scholarship available for you to attend the convention. A great deal of funding will go towards that. And then we also offer support in many different ways. We accept financial and in-kind donations, services, products that goes right back out to our community. Because of the way we're organized, we have very little overhead. And so everything goes right back out. We help with rent, we help with utilities, and there's a lot of education that goes into this. We believe that the sickle cell patient is the expert in this disease, and their caregivers are often the expert. So a lot of effort and resources go into ensuring that education is there.
Talk to us, doctor, about the support you mentioned earlier, the partnering with community-based organizations, but talk about the support you receive from them.
Oh, absolutely. So we partner collectively with over 90 community-based organizations around the world. 25 are outside of the U.S., the remainder are in. And what we do is we offer a lot of training and support to our CBOs. We do an annual leadership summit where we train how to write grants, what the new environment with DEI looks like. And from those CBOs, they form our General Assembly, which basically is the decision-making body of the organizations. They decide where the money goes. They decide what are the priorities and what are the projects that we need to work on annually.
Oh, and one of those things I know that's very important to you, the We Are the Cure campaign. What is that?
We Are the Cure is a national campaign to increase Black and brown individuals in both blood donation, the marrow registry, and organ donation. It turns out that most people need to find a match, particularly marrow and blood, and it comes often within your own race. And so Black and brown individuals are significantly less likely to find a match for organs and marrow. So you can text SC3 to 61474 to find out if you could potentially be a match to someone and be the cure that person needs.
Very important. Screenshot that information on your screen right now and do just that. And how can people watching support your mission further?
Well, they can visit www.sicklecellconsortium.org. And there are many, many ways that people can support through any of the projects or initiatives, through in-kind, through volunteer work. We need lots of volunteers, particularly the convention that's coming up, but also our annual leadership summit, our caregiver summit, and in many other ways. So if volunteering time, donations, and in-kind support, local businesses, products, services, anything like that that can benefit the health of sickle cell disease and our caregivers. They are so important to the work we're doing.
All right, Doctor, thank you so much for your time today. I think we educated a lot of people. We have the best viewers. So for more information on World Sickle Cell Day and how you can help the consortium, go to their website. And thank you to the Sickle Cell Community Consortium for sponsoring that segment.
Woohoo! Yes! Hello, everyone. Happy World Sickle Cell Day. Happy World Sickle Cell Day. Hi, Dr. Bailey.
Hey, Sharonda. Hi, everyone. Happy World Sickle Cell Day.
Oh, my goodness. So I actually meant to play a different video because we did a whole parade and I clicked the wrong one. However, it was a great interview with our very own Dr. Bailey. Oh my goodness, Dr. Bailey, you have been in the media for the last few months, just really sharing about so many things that the consortium is doing and that this community is doing. But today we are talking about World Sickle Cell Day. Oh my goodness, it has been crazy. I've seen so many people do so many things this year, and
Amazing.
I'm so proud. Yes, I'm so proud of this community. So, Dr. Bailey, tell the people hello first.
Hello, everyone. Someone pointed out that I say that hello at the top of every day at convention and leadership summit. I never even realized it. But hello. How are you all doing?
You absolutely do. Well, I'm super excited, y'all. This is really just a quick chat with you guys to celebrate World Sickle Cell Day. Like, the consortium is partnered with so many wonderful organizations, and we've done some great work, and we're continuing to do great work in this community. But we just want to say, goodness gracious, this community rocks. Like, y'all are showing out for World Sickle Cell Day, which is June 19th. Okay. I mean, so Dr. Bailey, that's Saturday. There was a new thing because normally we do 24-hour World Sickle Cell Day. And, we absolutely support. They're still doing that right now. And, after this, go over there and support them. But man, we did something different this year and it was amazing. I was sad because I couldn't be there. But y'all, we had a whole parade. We did a whole parade. And this was one of our flyers there, or our banners at the parade. Dr. Bailey was on a float. The kids were on a float. Dr. Bailey, tell us about the parade. How did it go? What's the tea on that?
The parade was fantastic. It was my first time being in a parade. I've been to many of them. We partnered with Juneteenth Atlanta. For Juneteenth is World Sickle Cell Day. We had a float. There were 3 cars and walkers. We reached out to the other partners in Georgia, anyone that wanted to come and partner with us as part of that. We had one of our partners, Taylor Washington, was also on the float with us, and it was fantastic. We got to, we started by Ebenezer Baptist Church and went all the way through down to Piedmont Park and made it all the way there where there was a music festival and bouncy houses and food vendors, and it was a fantastic way to connect. We got briefly rained out for it honestly lasted like 3 minutes, but the heavens, it was a torrent for about 3 minutes and then it cleared up again. Oh. But that was right as we got to the park, but it was fabulous. It was a great experience.
I love that. Y'all, let me show you just a little bit of what was captured at that parade. Now, this is not everything, but I want to show you just a little bit.
Front of the parade, but things are moving rather quickly and things are rather smoothly as well. I hope you can say that.
Look, can I tell you something?
It was fabulous.
Oh
It
my
really
goodness.
was.
And if nothing else, we're gonna have some kids with us. So the kids were on the flow, and I saw some videos and some pictures, which we're absolutely going to continue to share today, and probably for the rest of this week and next week. But oh my goodness, what a joy! And I think this is something that we're probably going to continue to do because y'all rock that out. You're
I'm
right.
looking forward to it. I think so. It was fantastic. And we have other things planned with the nonprofit organization that organizes Juneteenth here in Georgia. So we're really excited to connect with our local partners and share these opportunities and move forward with that.
I love it. Now, one of the posters you guys saw on there, and they talked about in the interview was this one right here. Now, We Are the Cure was something that we've done in the past, to help our partners, but we're bringing it back because, of course, blood donations are so vital for sickle cell warriors and those in need. And having those Black and brown donors are so helpful. But Dr. Bailey, can you talk a little bit about We Are the Cure, just like a tad bit?
Absolutely. So We Are the Cure started off as marrow donation only. It has since expanded to blood, marrow, and organ donation. We do have a partner, phenomenal young woman, Tahira Austin, who needs a kidney. And so every time that I've been invited to talk about it, I've been able to say a bit about Tahira, her search for a kidney, and how we in this community can be the cure in so many different ways, and the treatment through blood, the cure through marrow, and support through organ donation. Many organs can be donated through survival donation. So a kidney, for example, can be donated from a living survivor. And so there's so many ways that we in this community can support the cure for others. And I think it's important that we make sure people know that they are aware of it, and that people know what's going on with Tahira and that she needs a kidney, and what's going on in so many of us. I'm trying to get a bone marrow transplant. Those of you that know my story, you may know that I had a donor, I lost my donor, and it's always something that is to be considered, I think, in our community. And you know what, Sharonda, if I can just for a second, one of the things that I think we don't necessarily appreciate, that sickle cell is a progressive disease. And so when you're young and you're suffering and then you get better and we don't recognize it, it's actually not over. Mm-hmm. Every crisis caused damage, and it continues to progress until you get to a certain age, and then they start talking about organs and things. And where did that come from? Oh, it came from 40 years of sickling events. Mm-hmm. So I just think it's super important to recognize that, and we can be the cure in so many different ways. And I'm excited for us to talk more about that at the convention and just in general.
I'm so glad you're talking about that, because a lot of people don't talk about that progression. Everybody's like, well, it's just your age or no, it's the progression, and they don't link those two. And if they do, there's not a wide conversation about it. And so I've heard you talk about it multiple times, and I'm glad we're continuing to have that conversation, because we are, over the age of 40, and things are happening, and they didn't think that we would, and so now it's like, okay, so you're not doing research on it, but we have things to report. And so I love that this conversation is continuing.
I'll be honest with you, if I had known when I was younger how bad this would get, I probably would have made different decisions regarding transplant and all of that. I didn't know. And I think to this day, many of us in our community and our caregivers don't realize that when you're feeling better, it's not gone. That crisis did damage, and that damage is progressing.
Yeah. And for you, one of the things that I admire is that you kind of tackle those tough things that nobody's like really talking about, and then bring the pocket nerd, the education to it as well. And it's like, oh wait, that what, that might be science, and it's not just my age, because doctors they will blame it on your weight, your age, your race, and it's like, bruh, it couldn't be something else. So I love that we're having these conversations, and I love that this community, still want to be educated, because at the end of the day, when we're having our Warriors Convention or Leadership Summit, we're talking to each other, like we're preaching to the choir. And so having that new education, or being able to bring new things, it has been quite a feat, because the consortium, I mean, we be trailblazing, but now it's like, okay, what we're gonna do now, what we're gonna talk about now. And so I love that we're continuing this conversation. And that brings me to like Golden Warrior. And I know this is not about Warriors Convention, but we do have an entire session, and we love on and appreciate our Golden Warriors, because they didn't think that they would make it that long. And so while they're there, and oh my God, the first time we did it in 2023, so many Warriors was like, yes, let's talk about the fact that we reached 50 and 60 and 70. And people don't, and the younger crowd is like, wait, you have sickle cell? And I saw them ask them these questions like, are you? And it's like, oh my God, if a younger person is able to see an older person, or I'll say seasoned person, then it's like, it gives them hope, and it gives them the imagination of possibilities for them. So anyway, I'm gonna get off my soapbox, but I love this conversation, because every day we're changing. Like every day we're changing, and it's not in the journals, it's not in these articles. And so in order for us to really learn some things, or bring some things to the table, you might as well bring it to the community that you love and respect and get your information from. So
that's right. While you're on it, we might as well let everybody know, since we are talking about it, Golden, if you're over 60 with sickle cell disease, we have a handful of scholarships remaining just for you to attend the convention. And what does that mean, a scholarship for you? It means that your lodging will be covered. It means that we are covering, I needed to outline for my mother recently all the meals that we're covering, and I realized it's a significant number of them. That we are, you can bring your caregiver with you. Registration is deeply discounted and or free, depending on if you're able to get in on that scholarship by that deadline. And so there's a lot of opportunities for our Goldens. So we want you to come on out, let us honor you and love on you, and let's show our younger warriors that yes, we can get older. And as we are living longer, it means we need to talk about what that means to be living longer with this disease. So to talk about, and we're really looking forward to that.
Hey, amen. Because everybody talking about perimenopause, and for regular folks now listen, it's different for us. So it's a whole different ball game. So I'm glad we're talking about it. But you know what? Let's talk about the fact that the Warriors Convention is here. I mean, it is here. I didn't mean to do you like that, Dr. Bailey. I didn't mean to do you like that. I know when I said it's here, you were like, wait, what? It is.
It is. That's triggering. I'll be real with you. I don't know if people recognize the amount of work it takes to do these things, but it's just about here. We are, what is this? This is June 19th, and we begin July 15th. So it's in a month, y'all, and we are looking very forward to connecting with you.
Absolutely. So the Warriors Convention is on July 15th through the 20th. It is in Orlando, Florida. And if you want any information, if you want to get a scholarship, if you want a lodging scholarship, like, because there are different types of scholarships, so please go to the page and read all of the information. But the convention is for you. It is for this community. And when I say for this community, I really do mean that. We have a track for men's track. We have something for the caregiver. We have something for the children's track. We have something for trade. And when this year, we have post-transplant.
Post-transplant. Oh, that's so exciting. I'm so excited about that. The post-transplant community reached out, and they felt like they didn't have a community anymore. Once they've gone through curative therapies or transformative therapies is the better word. Now what? Am I still a warrior? Yep. Where do I belong? And the answer is you right here. You belong right here. And so we've partnered with Through the Pain, and Wumi Bakare and Christelle Salomon are working to create a transplant, a track for this group. They have access to scholarships. So if you are post-curative therapy and you would like access to one of their scholarships, you just reach out, let us know. We're very, very excited about that and about creating this place that even post transformative therapy, you still belong. You're still a warrior and you belong right here with us.
Wow. Yes, yes, and yes. So now we're going to talk about, because like I said, we wasn't going to be here super long, but I also want to mention that we have, hold on. What? It didn't play. It didn't play. It didn't play. Oh, goodness gracious. I was going to say here it is. We have a graduation that's happening. And so I do want to bring this up because graduation season is here. And in 2020, our first time doing a graduation because, COVID was happening and things like that. But people really enjoyed it. And it wasn't just like vain stuff, it was because warriors were being celebrated, caregivers were being celebrated in this community in a different way, because we know what it's like not to be able to go to your graduation, or to go to your graduation and be super excited about it, and everybody is like, oh yeah, we did it, but for you it was a big deal. And people just don't get it, like the community that you come from. And so we are super excited to say that the graduation is on again this year, depending on how many people really want to come and do this. Please make sure you are registering, make sure that you are signing up. And so we are also doing 2024 and 2025. So if you graduated in 2024, and if you're graduating or graduated in 2025, we are celebrating you this year at
That's
the
right.
Warriors Convention.
That's right. That's right. And we're very, very excited about it. So we need you to come on in. If you know a warrior that graduated, and by graduate, we're actually referencing every level. Your kindergartner graduation, that 8th grade graduation, that high school graduation, that college graduation. And I think the last time we did a very big graduation with yearbooks and everything, we even had a warrior that had just completed medical school that we were able to honor. We had a whole yearbook, y'all. I don't know if you can see it, but we had a whole yearbook. It was a fantastic, fantastic one. And we're looking forward to doing that again. So any of those graduations, if you graduated in the 2024 and or will graduate in the 2025 calendar year, let us celebrate you. And our Dean of Warrior University, Dominique Goodson, she really wants us to design like these really cool graduation cords and start giving those out ahead of time. And I think it's a brilliant idea. I had wanted us to do it once before. So I don't know if we'll have that yet by this time, but we want to continue to welcome and to congratulate and just to really support those of you that are getting through every single stage with this disease, because we know how difficult that can be. And Sharonda, I want to say one thing. I know we're going to go back to talking about World Sickle Cell Day, but everyone, one thing I wanted to tell you is that the Sickle Cell Consortium, we work very, very hard to try to provide as many scholarships as possible. It is our goal this year to be able to award between 200 and 300 scholarships to individuals.
Yes.
There are already 135 scholarship applications that are in the system and in the process of being awarded. So we have already given out half of them. So if you are looking for a lodging scholarship, you have until the end of the month to get that application in. That is when it will close down. And that is what, maybe 2 more weeks
Yep.
to get those scholarships in and request them. We can only give them out as long as we have them. We have worked super, super hard raising the funds and pouring it right back in so that we can bring you all out and cover that lodging. But I'm going to really encourage you to get in that and go ahead and fill it out, because I'm looking at it right now. 135 applications have been awarded. So we need to go ahead and get that on in there. Our goal is to award between 200 and 300, but it is going to depend upon, of course, budget and finances, but also you all getting those applications in time, because we have to give that number to the hotel. So go ahead and apply as soon as you can.
As soon as you can, for real. Hey, Whitney, I just saw your message saying hi. Welcome to the live. And then Dr. Jennerette was saying something. She was like, that's amazing. That was a topic at FSCDR belonging is important. And I agree. Like, and I think that's one of the biggest things for the consortium is that no matter what we do, we always try to be inclusive, because we understand that when you have sickle cell, it's not just you, it's your entire family, and sometimes your entire community, depending on how close you guys are. So I just really want to, say thank you so much, Dr. Generette. We hope we get to see you this year as well as you, Whitney. So guys, make sure you are registering for the Warriors Convention. And the way you do that is you go to Warriors Sickle Cell Warriors Convention.org. I was like, wait, I was about to give SC Warrior Network, but it's Sickle Cell Warriors Convention.org. And we will put that in the chat as well so that you guys can go ahead and register. Make sure you're reading all the information because it is super, super important that you get that information and you understand it. If you have any questions, there is an email for you guys to go and ask your questions there as well. And I know we've talked about WordCon because we're super excited about it and we want to see you there. But going back a little bit to World Sickle Cell Day, Dr. Bailey, can you talk about, or did you already talk about, the reasoning behind or when the year it actually was established?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I have a little nerd history lesson that I post on Facebook every once in a while. I didn't post it this go round, but this was done by the United Nations, and it was in 2008. So it's been around quite a while. I'm fairly certain it was the Senegalese representative who addressed the United Nations to make June 19th World Sickle Cell Day, to bring sickle cell out of the medical ghetto. And it was to bring global recognition to this illness, that it was a global issue, a global problem, and to ensure that globally we were putting some research, funding, and just attention, giving attention to this day. And so it was established in 2008. The first celebrations began worldwide in 2009. And then here we are, almost 20 years later, celebrating. Did I say that wrong? 2009? Yeah, it's a little less than 20 years because this is 2025, right? Yeah. So celebrating it globally, and a lot of wonderful work is happening during that time. I did notice that globally, a lot of our international partners are doing amazing things. And then, of course, locally, there's some very cool things happening all over the U.S. So many different partners working and getting all of this information and sharing about sickle cell and having events and parades and blood drives. And it's just a wonderful time to remind the world, one, that we are still here, but also celebrate. Many years ago, back when we used to celebrate it, when I was part of the director of research with Sickle Cell Warriors, Inc., we called it our Sickle Cell Birthday. It was just a day that we would collectively just celebrate. And now that it has also been federally recognized as Juneteenth, it provides an excellent opportunity for us to connect and celebrate both on this one very powerful day.
Thank you so much for sharing that. See, I told you she's our pocket nerd. She'll know. She'll get that information out to you. And I love it. And I'm so glad that they do that. And I do know that people are, still talking about World Sickle Cell Day as if they're still knowing that World Sickle Cell Day and June 19th is on the same day. People are like, wait, no, it's not on the same day. It's two different things. I'm like, yeah, it's two different things, but it is on the exact same day. And we don't mind sharing with our brothers and sisters and our cousins and our kin folks because in the US, it's us anyway. So we're good with that. But I do want to make sure that you guys understood where it came from and that we do share Juneteenth, with World Sickle Cell Day. So that is a thing. So make sure that you are spreading it all over social media. We want to see all of the events. We want to see the pictures. And if you guys can just hashtag for us so that we can see it, because we would love to. SC3WSCD25. That is SC3WSCD25. We want to see your pictures. We want to see your families. We want to see how you guys are celebrating World Sickle Cell Day.
That's right.
Now, when I talk about we want to see what y'all doing, I'm gonna go back to convention just real quick.
Mhm.
Because one thing I forgot, while we're doing hashtags, what's like on your mind, we have a challenge that's going on.
Yay! I was hoping you were about to say that.
Yes,
Woo!
yes, yes, we have a challenge going on. We're super excited about it. It is the SC3 Show Up Challenge. What is that, Sharonda? I'm glad you asked. It is about you guys getting your family or your friend group together, doing a video and showing the world how you are showing up and despite sickle cell. Because like at the end of the day, when we're talking about sickle cell, and we're talking about all of the challenges that so many people are going through, but one thing I've heard over and over and over again, warriors are resilient. Okay, cool. Well, we are resilient, but we are also amazing. We are fun. We are creative. We are doctors. We are lawyers. Like we are all the things, but we're also fun, guys. We have lives. We are people too. Just because we have sickle cell does not mean that constantly we are walking around here moping and all of that. No, we are living our best lives. We have family, we have support systems. Man, if I tell you what, in 2023, I have a whole picture. I should have posted it today. But Dr. Bailey's crew was all around her in 2023 at the Warrior Con. And it was like, whoa. Like, so we have support systems. And I
Right.
want to make sure that you guys show the world just how great our friends, our family. Now, you can do biological or you can do a friend group. You know what I'm saying? Get them together. And I want y'all to do a video and tell us how you are showing up for sickle cell, how you are showing up for this community, how you're showing up for yourselves, because you could do that too. So I want you to be creative. I want you to be funny. I mean, and if you're not funny, just be creative and tell your stories and and it has to be now. Don't give me 3 minutes, people. 3 minutes, no. Give me up to 90 seconds. That is as long as we would like to see it.
Yeah.
But if you give something longer, I believe me, I will watch it. I will. But that is the challenge that we have going on. And one good thing about this challenge, I don't have my little machine so I could do the drum roll and things. But y'all, let me tell you, one of the prizes, because we have multiple prizes, but one or two, maybe even three of the prizes, y'all, you got to get ready for this, is park tickets. Like Universal Studios, like Disney, like yeah. So yeah, I'm serious. Like it is serious.
It's
This
going to be a
challenge,
great time.
it is right. And so, Dr. Bailey, what kind of parks can they go to? Like, I mean, talk to us.
Absolutely. So the 5 of you that enter for a friend group or family group, you do need to choose one park, but those tickets can be to Epic, the new one that's got like Harry Potter and like the
Yes.
cars and all of that. It's Disney, and Disney has multiple different parks connected to it, and Universal Studios or SeaWorld. And the hotel that we've chosen, you actually can see SeaWorld out of the window of your hotel room. It's right there. But there's so many other parks, and one of the prizes for a couple of different few groups are tickets, park tickets. So you can choose which one you want to go to. And on Saturday, that's our open day in the agenda. We will encourage you all, and transportation is being arranged to go if you want to go out to the park. Some of you are not going to want to go to a park. You might want to go to do other things, but that is one of the options for prizes.
Woo! And I'm super excited about it because I like Universal Studios. I can't win, but y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. Now, I just saw somebody in the chat that says I thought the deadline was passed. Let me
Mm.
get to it. So, nope, the deadline has not passed, and I'm gonna need you to get to it. Now, here is the thing. Here is the thing. It is the park of your choice, but it's gonna be in Orlando. So that kind of means I'm gonna need you to come to the Warrior Convention too. I mean, I'm just saying, like, go hand in hand, same thing, right, wrong, I don't know, but we would love for you guys to join us. And now that's like one of the prizes. There are some other cool prizes that are going to be happening. We're going to be doing some giveaways here and there, so you want to make sure that you are showing up and showing us how you and your People are showing up. And I love that Noah said highlight. I love that word, Noah. So highlight, some of the things that you guys are doing as a family. I love that. Let's
I think
do it.
that's an important distinction, though. For everyone entering into the challenge, you do have to be at the convention to win. The
Mhm.
prizes will be awarded at convention, and you do need to be. So you also need to go ahead and register, apply for those scholarships before we run out. And like I said, it's currently at 135. And our hope is to give out a minimum of 200. We will be giving out a minimum of 200. We hope to be able to eat that up a little bit, but go ahead and get in there. But you do have to be at the park. On
Yes.
the agenda, on the website, you can find the block agenda. So the detailed agenda is not available on there just yet, but the basics of what we'll be doing each day is there. I just saw someone ask that question. I don't know if you wanted to pull that up, but that is a question someone just asked. And www.sicklecellconvention.org. And as we update that and put things out for the public, you can go back and check for more. Oh, you're muted. I don't hear you anymore, Sharonda.
Okay, there we go. Absolutely. And I'm going to put that in the chat right now so that you guys can go through there and register, look at the agenda and all of the things. Somebody else just said that will be on the web. Yes, it will be on the website. All of that will be on the website. Yes, yes, yes. So if you want to go over there and check it out, we encourage you to do so. And we encourage you to do it now. Like, we're not playing when we say scholarships are coming in quickly and a whole lot. So you want to go ahead and get that taken care of ASAP. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see. I am sure. Oh, I love this comment. And we're gonna put that up there. Yay. He said, I'm sure it will be great. Last year was my first time, and myself and my family enjoyed it. I believe I remember you. You
I
were
do.
tall. Yeah, I remember you, and I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. We appreciate you coming in. I'm gonna need to get a testimonial. Thank you so much. So I'm always thinking about media. Sorry, it's a thing. But I'm so glad that you came with your family, first timers. Yay! I hope you guys are coming back this year. Yeah, pause for effect. That's what I was doing. And yes, there is 5 people in your friend group or your biological family group. So 5, up to 5. We're giving tickets up to 5 people. So I know if you got a huge family and you got like 10 folks, up to 5 will be getting those tickets, because not everybody wanted to go out there to the park anyway. So, just make sure you guys are doing that. Okay, do you guys have any questions? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. We are not going to be here too much longer. We know that you guys are celebrating Juneteenth out there in these streets, which I love and super excited about it.
Can I add one thing?
Yes.
You put that very last comment up.
Yes.
All
yes.
9 of us will be back. That is phenomenal. Let me make sure I tell everyone one thing. Once you register, that is non-refundable. However, if there are multiple members, like 9 members of a family living under a single roof, as opposed to paying $50 per family, which comes to what, $450. We want this convention to be affordable.
Yes.
And so the plan there is we have something called family max out rate.
Yep.
Before you register, large families, email finance@sicklecellconsortium.org. finance@sicklecellconsortium.org. Title your email family max out rate. And in the email, let them know, I am a sickle cell warrior. We are sickle cell carriers. Our family has 9 members, and all of us would like to come to the convention. Please allow us the family max out rate. What will happen is, as opposed to $450, your family can be charged. You'll be invoiced $150 and then provided a code for all 9 to register. So if you've already registered, that is not refundable. Registration this close is no longer refundable. However, if you haven't yet, I would encourage you to first go and apply for those scholarships.
Mm-hmm.
As 9 members, that means that's across a couple of rooms. Get that situated, ask for the family max out rate, and then register. So that goes to any multiple groups of more than 3 people under the same roof that registering everyone might be too expensive. Request the family max out rate. Now, we're only charging $50 for registration. And just to be transparent, we're paying more than $350 per person in food. It's just, we decreased it very low just to be able to make sure that everyone could register. So it's automatically scholarship rate. You don't have to do anything. It's dropped down to $50, and that is the cost. Family max out rate is available for anyone who would like it. Now, believe me, with the current environment and the current economy, if you can pay it, please do, because we need the financial support. But if that's too much and you still really want to be there, request the family max out rate.
Yes, I love it. Thank you, Noah, for putting that information in the chat for us. One of our newest partners. Absolutely. Yes, we okay. Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And yeah, Family Max Out, it's a thing. So make sure you guys are going to the website and looking at all of the registration information, because it's going to give you a little bit more information each time you go. And so registration information is already up there. Scholarship information is already up there. So, make sure you're going up there. And if you have any questions about anything, go to SCWC at sicklecellconsortium.org, and that's a place where you can ask all of your questions. Yay! I'm super excited. I'm excited that you guys are all coming, and encourage other people to come as well. We love first timers. We love people to come to find their tribe, find their community. And so we put on these events not just to put them on because we could go to somebody else's event, but we put them on because we know that there is a need for people to find their community, find their tribe, find a place where they belong. And at the Warriors Convention, I don't care who you are, if you are part of this community, if you ever wanted to be a part of this community, even if you're dating someone, or if you want to know more about it, doctors, nurses, healthcare workers, all of you guys, there's a space for each and every person that wants to learn and be a part of this community. And I also want to mention one more thing. I don't have the flyer for it, but I will say, because I'm talking about community and finding your tribe, Dr. Bailey, if you can just talk a little bit about the newly diagnosed. This is one of the things that Dr. Bailey has been wanting to do, and I'm so proud that we're doing it this year. So if you can just talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely. And also, Simbo, I really appreciate that. He said in the chat, he doesn't mind paying $50 per person. And I'm telling you, I appreciate that so much. All right. So yes, let's talk about the newly diagnosed. It is something that we've been wanting to do for a while, as Sharonda said. And it's really about finding your tribe. Last year, I went to an event and I heard from many caregivers. There were caregivers on this panel, and they talked about how isolated they felt, how isolating sickle cell was, how they didn't even know others with this disease. And that was sad to me. There are so many of us, and no one should be alone fighting something so difficult. So I talked to the team, and we decided that we were going to do the newly diagnosed scholarship. What that is if your warrior is age 4 or under, so a newly diagnosed sickle cell warrior, that warrior plus up to 3 members of the family, so a family of 4, can attend the convention at no cost. So what that means is the newly diagnosed, if you go ahead and apply for a scholarship, apply under newly diagnosed. There is a part of the scholarship where we do request proof of diagnosis. And if you have a warrior age 4 and under, and so we have that date of birth and the proof of diagnosis for that warrior, up to 4 members, so that warrior plus 3 others should all apply under that newly diagnosed scholarship. And they will be awarded lodging and as long as rooms last. When we run out of rooms, there won't be anything else we can do. But they will be awarded lodging. They will share 4 members in up to 2 hotel rooms. We will work to try to make sure those rooms are connected, but can't guarantee. We only have a certain limited number of those. And they will then get a code that will also apply to registration. And so all of those out there that have a new warrior, your baby's just been diagnosed, your baby just turned 2, your baby just turned 3, maybe they're 4 and now having their very first sickle cell crisis. It's time to find your tribe. There are a lot of us out here. We're working on a much longer term project to really help the newly diagnosed to get to that newborn screening and that newly diagnosed, and to send information and to pair you with families to help you through that journey. But for now, what we can do is bring you, encourage you to come to convention and find others like you and see sickle cell warriors like me and Sharonda in our 40s and warriors in their 60s and 70s walking around having lived full and fulfilling lives. So family of up to 4 members apply under the newly diagnosed scholarship so that you can be awarded up to 2 rooms for 4 members and reduced or free registration. And make sure you get that in soon as you can. And we would love to see you there and help you find your tribe.
Yeah, and I really love this idea of the newly diagnosed, because I have been approached by, different families when somebody was diagnosed, and they'll call me in the middle of the night or early in the morning, and I got this letter, and they're so scared and they feel like they're alone. And I can't even imagine what my mom was feeling like or what my family was feeling like when, all of that was going on with me. And so I feel like this is one of those things that we're starting it now, but it's going to be so much bigger. And we're pushing to make sure that when someone is newly diagnosed, you have the information of the Sickle Cell Consortium and all of the great things that we're doing so that you don't feel alone, so that education is there. Because if you know anything about us, we are heavy on the education, heavy on making sure that, yes, we want you to have fun, but be educated, have that knowledge, and make sure that not only you, but your family has it. And if anything were to go down, everybody around because if you see our kids, even our young ones, they are part of tracks, and we're training them up, not because we're trying to put them to work, but we want them to be so educated that if somebody came up to them, they would be able to advocate for their aunties or, their sisters or their brothers. So I just wanted to say that, and I'm glad that you explained that, Dr. Bailey, because we also have a lot happening with the children's track. Now, again, this is not about the Warriors Convention.
Yes, it is. It's World Sickle Cell Day, y'all.
I tried.
We're so excited. And I know where you're going. And when you said their aunties, this giant guy right here, he's been coming to convention since he was very small. And look how gigantic he is.
Yeah.
When he was about 3 or 4, and after the children's track that year, he came into my room and handed me my oxygen, 2 liters, TT. I don't want to see that again because I had forgot to sleep with it that night. And now this dude is gigantic and helping us run the gaming room with Sharonda's nephew. Thanks, buddy. But I just love that so much. That children's track is my favorite part, hands down. And I love that so much. It is World Sickle Cell Day, y'all. We want to talk about that, and we want to help celebrate it and acknowledge all of our partners that are doing amazing, amazing things. But yeah, we're super excited about it. So it keeps coming up.
Yeah. So happy World Sickle Cell Day to our community, to our family, to our friends. We appreciate you guys making sure that there is education and events all around the globe. Now, I do know that there's a lot of events happening today, still happening today, but there's more events happening this weekend. If you have something happening and you want us to share about it, please go to email it to us at media-marketing@sicklecellconsortium.org. And we will share it on our social media pages. But the goal of this was go ahead.
I'm sorry. Talk a little bit about the 24-hour. We've partnered with this
Yeah.
in previous years. This year we had so much going on with it
Yeah.
being our anniversary that we just realized energy wise,
Yeah.
it wasn't something that we could do on top of everything else.
Yeah.
And we've always partnered with Dr. Rowley, and Dr. Rowley has partnered and is doing an amazing job. Talk a little bit about that because it's happening until midnight.
Yes, it is. So it's happening until midnight. I believe we have some information on our social media pages. If you go to the album for World Sickle Cell Day 25, you will be able to get the link there so that you can register. But they're happening right now. And it was so funny because when she started it, she mentioned Dr. Bailey and the Sickle Cell Consortium. She was so grateful to the fact that when she said, Dr. Bailey, this is what I wanted to do. And Dr. Bailey was like, well, this is what I want to do. And she was talking about the collaboration that happens at the consortium and that happens in this community. A lot of people say that we don't collaborate, that we can't work together. And that is a myth. And that I'm a busted. I don't know. That ain't a myth. That's a lie. Okay. That is a lie. I'm still scared. I'm 40 something, but my mama told me you can't say lie, but lie. It's a lie. Okay. And so the consortium and Cayenne Wellness, yes, we've done this event together for 24 hours, you guys. So they are doing it and it is still happening. So after this live, you can go over there. You may want to go to Cayenne Wellness center.org. And then you can register there, or you can just go to our social media page. And we did post about their information there as well. Because absolutely we're going to support no matter what, whether we're apart or not, because we are always going to be apart because we work together for all these years. So make sure that you guys go support that. There's some events happening this weekend. There's some events happening tomorrow, some virtual webinars and all of that. Like there's a lot happening. So if you need to know about, the schedule or what's going on, some people have sent us off some information. We've posted on their page. But if you have not sent your information, send it to us now. media-marketing@sicklecellconsortium.org. And this year they're partnering. I'm going back to Dr. Riley. They're partnering with Biba Tinga. So it's like the global alliance.
This is Gasco. Yeah, I think we partnered. So we partnered with them once before, I think.
Yes,
and then they did again. I think it's Gasco. Global Alliance Sickle Cell Disease Organization, something like that.
Listen. I wasn't prepared for it, so I don't have it. But I will make sure we, put it on here somewhere. But yeah, they are having it right now. They're having a ball over there. Make sure you go support. And if you see anybody else's flyers or their events, share that. That's if you can't go, the best way to support someone is just to share their information to your audience and to your communities. Okay, I think we did it. Because if I keep talking, I'm going back to the Warriors convention. I'm just
same.
I mean, we have a lot going on now. We are going to be doing a live next week. I am committing to doing it. A live next week for about the Warriors convention, because we do have a lot of details. We have a lot of tracks coming up, and we have a lot of information that we want to get out to the community. So we will be going live. So look out for that information.
Office hours. I think we have public office hours.
Yes. That's correct. Next week on the 25th, we also have office hours. That's a place where you can come and talk to the consortium, Dr. Bailey and the team, and ask your questions. So if you want to become a partner with us, or if you have questions about the Warriors Convention, if you have questions about scholarships, if you have questions about anything that has to do with the consortium, you can come to our office hours. It's virtual. You don't have to go to a room or anything, but it is on Zoom. Now, here's the thing. We do not put that online. So if you are wanting to come to office hours, please send us a DM message and we will send you the link to join us. Did I do that right, Dr. Bailey? Because
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Okay.
And I will decide closer to the day whether or not we'll stream it. Yeah. But if you want to be in the room, you do need to message us and this is a public office hour. Sometimes they're partner only.
Yes.
But this one, if you're not a partner, it's still a good time to come and talk to us and learn more about the network and everything that we do. Yeah. The consortium, we've grown in our 10 years, and there's more of us and more hands.
Mhm.
We're still not the massive organization that some are. We don't have a fraction of the budget some organizations have, but you can't tell by working with us and coming to the events. We get it done, and it's amazing. So come find out more about it. And I cannot stress enough, I'm very concerned that we're going to run out of rooms and leave a lot of people on the waiting list. In previous years, I was able to reach out to sponsors and say, hey, can you expedite a check and can you sponsor some warriors? Because I got a lot of people on the waiting list. But things have changed in the environment.
Mhm.
I am genuinely concerned that we are going to run out of space. So if you want to be there, if it's important to you and you need a scholarship, a lodging scholarship in order to be able to afford it, which means we will cover room and tax in its entirety from the 15th to the 20th. If you need that, please go and apply immediately, as this is the most nervous I have ever been that we were not going to have enough space. So go ahead and get that in there and come ask questions during office hours.
And office hours is next week at June 25th, 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys join us for that. Okay, y'all, we're finished for real. I'm serious because I promise you I will go back to the Warriors Convention. But happy World Sickle Cell Day! Yes, happy World Sickle Cell Day. And y'all have an amazing evening. Be safe out there. Share. We want to see those videos. We want to see those photos. Please share and let us know what you're doing. And if you're doing something on this weekend, we want to know about that too. All right. Have a great, you have any last words, Dr. Bailey?
Last word. Should I come up with something poignant? Happy World Sickle Cell Day, everyone. I think it's important that we are still here and we are amazing. We are amazing. We're all things that all people are. Yes. We are very accomplished. We are very intelligent. We have the capacity to be the change that we want to see. And I am so amazed at how much we're doing and how much we have spread World Sickle Cell Day. And just, there's so many inside stories that I could tell about where it started and where we are. And I'm very, very proud of this community. And I'm looking forward to seeing more and more about what you're doing. International partners, I want to shout you out. You all are doing amazing. We have 25 international partners now. And they are doing such brilliant work globally for sickle cell. And we're looking forward to navigating the current waters and coming out on the other side with the funding that we need to even support our international and domestic partners even more than we already do. So we're looking forward to everything and what the future has to bring. So congrats for making it another, we used to call it Sickle Cell Birthday, another World Sickle Cell Day. Share with us what you're doing, and we are really, really excited to be a part of it.
Yes, we are. All right, y'all, have a great World Sickle Cell Day, and we will see you guys next week, whether it's at office hours or if it is at our live. Now, me and Dr. Bailey like to do late night conversations, so you never know when we're going to pop up. So make sure that you are liking our page and that you have, you're in contact and you like push that like notification button so that you'll know when we're coming on and having a chat. All right, have a good one. And again, happy World Sickle Cell Day. Bye, y'all. Uh-oh. My bad.
Oh, I thought you were about to show the other parade clip. I was like, oh, okay.
I actually am, but bye, y'all.
Bye.
Around here, I hope you can say that.
Look, can I tell you something? Today, World Sickle Cell Day.